get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
From the 25 on second down, Winston, the kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Corral.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Corral looking to pass. 2nd down.
Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Giovanni Ricci, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. One play, 75 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry a rhythm for essentially 2 weeks.
Corral with it on first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Now that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Corral on second down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
On third down, here's Corral.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it.
He completes this to Cole Turner.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple in this offense. Drag out to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break over much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
now.
As he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Corral.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston.
He'll find Smith-Marset complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Personal foul. Rushing tackle. Defense.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accused the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Winston sliding out of the pocket, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. A little risky there when you roll out in a pocket wing like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when the quarterback exits out of the pocket? It doesn't matter if they go left or right. The defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And the receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. 7-7, our score after 1. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And Corral will throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And they get him down the middle before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind down the 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He will stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Foreman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Panthers at 5-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
That caught by Trimble. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Foreman, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
D'Onta Foreman, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Panthers have moved out in front.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Winston now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jameis now on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
To throw is Winston.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage of the primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give them words, too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4. Third down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Corral now to throw.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Play action, Corral.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground? Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. DJ Moore, 52 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Algier.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Corral with it. First down here. That pass complete to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Corral going to bootleg it.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
To the air again. Here's Corral.
And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So it's halftime here in Charlotte.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield straight and into Viking territory.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Corral looking to throw. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? Got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They'll run with Foreman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Switching it up. Corral going to throw here.
That is caught by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
D'Onta Foreman,
his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need electric from there, but sophomore offense is what will get them into their spot. And now they're continuing to try with completions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's got it to the 43 here. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Melvin Ingram racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Winston now from the 50.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And here's Ryan Wright now
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Foreman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the play fake, Corral. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. And he fires one, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Winston. That's complete to Turner. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. Now it sets up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tacking's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side complete. That's Chandler.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis again. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so they will deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler, 32 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A good gain on 1st, has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they need.
It's nice every now and then in this game to see people thinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Yeah, pick up the first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat there.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. You got the big lead defensively. You're giving that underneath stuff.
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
from the red zone now. Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down now, Foreman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Winston readies the offense. Down by 16. A minute 56 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Jameis now on first down.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
That's taken in by Smith-Marset.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll throw again. Winston.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go through it with such little time remaining. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Foreman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So a win here for the Panthers, and they were led by the play of their quarterback, and that's Matt Corral.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Carolina, their very slim playoff hopes were